Hello, everyone, and welcome to LDRD, actually 639. LDRD 639 is about organizational development and organizational learning. And there's a couple of points in this class that I want to make sure that we cover in an introduction. One of the things we're really going to look at is we're going to look at learning. And we're going to look at learning not only at the individual level, but we're going to look at learning at the team level and the organization level. Many authors and experts have said that an organization is only as good, it's only as smart as a collective knowledge of the members that make up that organization. So how do we not only make sure that the members of the organization learn and expand their skills, but that collectively the organization itself learns and expands its skill? And part of doing that is making sure that you've got an environment that encourages learning, that encourages development, and that allows individuals, teams, and the organization itself to actually push forward and move forward with new knowledge that they've created. Many of the objectives are focused on organizational learning. Many of the materials that we're going to look at are focused on organizational learning. And I think you'll find that this is a very good class which will lend itself to a lot of good discussion about what is the best way for an organization to, in fact, learn, become a learning organization. Peter Singer wrote an entire book about a learning organization called The Fifth Discipline. And so we'll take a look at parts of that book, and we'll take a look at parts of other resources that talk about organizational development, organizational change, and organizational learning. One of the things we'll look at also is how do we gauge, or how once we have an environment where we're actually learning material, how do we make sure that learning gets applied to the objectives and the mission of the organization? And then how do we measure that? Kirkpatrick actually put out a 4-level framework for measuring organizational learning. And one of the top frameworks, or one of the top parts of that framework, is how do you know that the learning that your organization is doing is having an impact on the overall productivity and bottom line of that organization? So these are many of the topics that we're going to talk about in this class. A little bit about me. I've been teaching in the doctoral program for quite some time now, so I'm very familiar with these ideas. I also have my doctorate's in organizational leadership, so I think it will lend itself well to having conversations about this. If you need to get a hold of me, I'm usually available via email within 24 hours. I'll do my best to get back to you as fast as I can. So you can drop me a message, or if you need to give me a call, I've posted my phone number in the syllabus, and it's also in the instructor information in the Blackboard shell, so you'll be able to reach me that way. We will have many conversations, so I look forward to talking with you and working with each one of you, and I wish you a very good quarter.